Overwatch is a fast, action-packed shooter with colorful graphics and effects.
Fire at will.
Underneath all the flashy ultimates and team maneuvers lies a lot of very interesting number crunching, where different modifiers are applied and removed as you play. For instance, take the basic fundamental aspect of any video game, health points. There are two types of HP modifiers in Overwatch, armor and shield. With Brigitte finally being playable in the Overwatch League, it seems like a great time to review what each modifier does, as these will become more prevalent. Each character has their own respective max health point pool, dividing it up into 25 HP per segment. If you take damage, the white blocks will fade out depending on the damage taken. If you're lower than 50% health, a cross symbol will appear over your character, showing to your teammates that you need healing right away. Should you die from reaching 0 health, your player icon will appear to alert your teammates where you have met your death. This is typical of most video game interfaces, but where it gets interesting is when you add modifiers into the mix. Some heroes have unique health passives such as Zyra and d.va having innate shield and armor respectively, meaning that they have natural shield and natural armor. Some modifiers last until depleted, while others last only for a specific time duration. Shields basically act as extra HP on top of your existing HP pool, but they regenerate over time once they're depleted. Here, you can see that shields are represented by a sky blue color. When a hero with shields take damage and exits combat for 3 seconds, the shields start regenerating at a rate of 20 points per second. This makes shields a superior form of health as they can be healed normally like basic health, but also regenerate if given the chance. This can be a blessing or a curse depending on the character. Let's take Zenyatta for example. Zenyatta's total health is 200, but only 50 of the 200 is basic health and the rest are shields. So what happens if those shields were, oh I don't know, disappear in an instant? Sombra, if you would kindly do the honors. Sombra's ultimate EMP disables a majority of enemy ultimates as well as breaks shields in an instant. This makes Zenyatta's overall HP drop from 200 to 50, where he is a flick away from death. Zenyatta is unique in the circumstance where it can regenerate quote-unquote health, making him somewhat self-sufficient. But when going against a Sombra, or if it consistently sustains damage, he has easy pickings for practically any enemy hero. Aside from innate shield, there are temporary shields as well.
Don't worry, my friends.
You are advised to move behind my barrier.
Oh, let's break it! Damn!
The prime example is Lucio's ultimate, Sound Barrier. The ultimate provides a shield which decays over the ultimate duration shortened by any damage taken. There's also Doomfist's passive, the Best Defense, which grants Doomfist a temporary shield to a maximum on 150 additional hit points when he deals damage to enemy heroes with disabilities, which decays 3 HP per second.
We interrupt this video to bring you Armor, the enemy of fun. Tired of getting one-clipped by the pesky tracers? Say no more. Introducing Armor! It reduces incoming damage so it can last long enough to give that girl what she deserves. Try it today!
Armor reduces all instances of damage that is more than 10 points of damage by 5 points. But if the instance is less than 10, it reduces the damage by a flat 50%. To differentiate itself from shields, Armor is given a dark yellow goldish color. Let's put this into perspective. Genji's shuriken does 28 damage per non-headshot shuriken. This means that Armor reduces Genji's damage by almost 20%. Even if you land all 3 shurikens to the enemy's head, which I should applaud you if you do, the damage is still reduced to around 10%. This means that against dive characters, Armor effectively counts as double health. This wasn't a major problem before, as the only characters that had innate armor were Bastion, d.va, Orisa, Reinhardt, Torbjorn, and Winston, with Torbjorn being the only hero that can provide temporary armor to teammates. However, with the addition of Brigitte, Armor became more accessible as she can provide temporary armor every 6 seconds. In order to create balance amongst these health modifiers, there exists a hierarchy of which modifier is reduced first to incoming damage. The order is as follows. The damage depletes barriers, then shields, then armor, and then finally health. When receiving healing, the hierarchy reverses, regenerating health first, then armor, then shields. With Brigitte now introducing temporary armor into the mix, because let's face it, Torbjorn won't be picked for a long time unless Outlaws try to attack Torbjorn again.
Okay.
And if they stay behind this Orisa shield, it's going to be difficult to take this out with the composition they're running.
That's right, Jake on the run now, but he can't run fast.
It'll be interesting to see how it will affect the game.
Play-in game, so to speak. Or, okay, maybe we see Jake, so he busted out the offensive Torb. If you remember, it was like an Bonnie.
Not even a joke, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you for watching this video. Are there any terms you hear during the Overwatch League that left you confused and would like to know more about? We have a couple of videos in the works right now, but I would love to hear what you want to see in our future videos. This has been Andy. Until next time.